morning, everybody, and welcome to PSCL Playoff Baseball right here on the PSCL Baseball Network. I am Sam Fetterman, and I am bringing you all of the action today between the Bootleggers and the Rush in the first round of the PSCL postseason. Today will feature two games, both of them between the number 4 team and the number 5 team in each league. The winners will get to face off. Well, they'll get the right to face off with the number 1 seed in each league, so not an easy task for the winner of today's ball game. But today's ball game is between the American League's 4th and 5th place teams, the Rush and the Bootleggers. Bootleggers come into it 4-12-2, Rush 5-12-1. And we will now take you through the lineups, starting with the visiting Bootleggers. Leading off, we got Edwards, and then Chasson, Gifford, Gledhill, Barnes, Lopez, Chasson, Spindler, and McCrae. And it's Jitsukawa on the mound for the Rush. And here comes Jitsukawa's first pitch. That is a called strike one, and we're underway with baseball on the PSCL Baseball Network here in the playoffs. Tomoki Jitsukawa missed high, ball one there. He's got a 2.91 ERA, 32 strikeouts, 7 walks in 21 2/3. That one just missed for ball 2 outside. Jitsukawa's been one of the better pitchers in the PSCL this year. And he is trying to put the Rush on his back today and bring them to a matchup with the A's tomorrow. A swing and a miss, strike 2. Win or go home. Summer could end short for one of these two teams. Well, it will end short for one of these two teams. 2-2. Foul back out of play. So the right-hander fires in and just missed inside. That'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Edwards doing a really good job working this count. The count's now full. Jitsukawa will tie his shoe. Gives him a moment to think over the next pitch. Salgado's behind the dish with Brown at first. Nelson's at third. Here's the payoff. High ball for take your base, Mr. Edwards. And that'll bring up Chasson with a runner on, and the Bootleggers looking to drive in the first runs of the game thanks to the leadoff walk. Here's the first pitch of Chasson, ripped into center field for a base hit. And there's the first hit of the PSCL playoffs. Chasson will send Edwards over to second. And with that, first and second with no outs for the Bootleggers. They are threatening. So that will bring up Jackson Gifford, looking to make an impact here. Runners at first and second. Jitsukawa in a jam now with no outs in the top of the first. The pitch is cut on and missed on a breaking ball for strike 1. No extra hitter today, just the designated hitter for both sides. Gifford is up with Gledhill on deck. The runners on first and second in the persons of Edwards and Chasson, and that one misses inside with another breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nothing better than playoff baseball. Nothing. 1-1 is flared foul back out of play behind the stands. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mr. Jackson Gifford. Jitsakawa comes set and delivers. Popped up on the infield. Jitsakawa's in for it, and he'll make the catch. So that is out number 1 of this inning. The pitcher made the pop up. Jitsakawa, nice work to just come in, field that, take a load off of his catcher. Now Garen Gledhill. 2 on, 1 out, looking to do damage here. The pitch. Outside, ball 1 on Gledhill. Both of these teams fighting for their season, and there's a swing and a miss on a pitch in the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top 1, 2 on. Chasson on first, Edwards on second. Another shoe tie for Jitsakawa, it looks like, or maybe just an adjustment to the previous one. And the 1-1 is a swing and a miss. Pitch below the strike zone. Got him to chase on that one. Good pitch from Jitsakawa. And he's ahead 1 ball and 2 strikes with a bunch of whiffs early in this at-bat against Garen Gledhill. Jitsakawa's 1-2 is flared towards third. Now the shortstop will play it. Schmidt Huber's play is to second, and the runner's safe there. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. Tried to get Chasson at second. He wouldn't have had a play at first. And that'll bring up Lucas Barnes, who's got some serious power. And he can try and get the Bootleggers on the board early here. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch to Barnes. Misses outside with a breaking ball. PSCL postseason. And it's starting off with a bang for the Bootleggers, looking to start it off with some runs on the board. Still 0-0, but the bases are full. There's a called strike. So Jitsakawa's thrown 18 pitches, and he's gotten just 1 out. 1-1 on Mr. Lucas Barnes. Pitch to the righty. Runs inside, 2-1. Jitsakawa a little bit out of the zone on a couple of these. It's not been a walk issue. He did walk the first guy, but the walks haven't been the problem. It's been some... So 2-1 now on Barnes. Jitsakawa again going to tie his shoe. Barnes looking to do damage here. Jitsakawa is technically 1 pitch away if he gets a double play. That one's low. It kicks away from the catcher, Salgado, but not far away enough. So 3-1, and now 1 pitch away from walking in a run, the first run of the game, and you don't want to give away free runs in the playoffs. In Major League Baseball, the teams that retain the most of their scoring in the playoffs are the teams that hit the most home runs. In the PSCL, not sure if that'll sustain. Here's a 3-1, a cut and a miss on a breaking ball for a strike. The phenomenon known as the Guillen number. Barnes is at the dish now, waiting for the payoff from Jitsakawa. No, he got it on the outside corner, called strike 3. A very close call, and the umpire sends Barnes back to the dugout on the outside corner. A huge turning point potentially if Jitsakawa can get out of this inning, because that was inches away from being 1-0 for the Bootleggers. And now Robbie Lopez. First pitch is popped foul, and that will get out of play on the third base side. So Jitsakawa ahead 0-1 now with 2 outs here. 23 pitches in the first inning, 14 of them for strikes. Looking to get out of it now. The pitch. inside and low. It had to be blocked by Salgado, and he did a good job of that going into butterfly. 1-1 now. One pitch can change the game here in either side. Chasson at second, Edwards at third, Gledhill at first. The pitch is a swing and a miss, strike two. Another breaking ball from Jitsukawa. He loves that breaking ball. So now Jitsukawa is one pitch away from getting out of the first inning bases loaded jam. Looks in, the pitch to Lopez is on the ground to second, fielded by Guzman over to first, and that gets Jitsukawa in the rush out of the inning. It'll remain scoreless. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning after these words. It's Ryan Silvers on the mound for the Bootleggers out of Mount San Antonio College. ERA at 1.8 in 10 innings. He's started 3 games. He's allowed just 2 earned runs, 14 Ks, 6 walks, and a whip at 1.5. Silver's going to be taking on this offense for the Rush. That will start with Joseph Licari, hitting .250 with a .432 on base percentage. He's going to lead it off. He's been a very important contributor to the Rush this year. And Silvers looks in. The first pitch is ripped at third and past the third baseman McCray into left field. A line drive base hit on the first pitch for Joseph Licari. Third baseman was playing needlessly in on the infield grass. Maybe if he was playing a little bit further back, he'd have had a little more time to react to that and perhaps make a catch. He had to leap a little bit. No outs and a runner on first. And the hitter is Blake Nelson, 424, 512, 485. 14 hits in 33 at-bats. Licari on first. And Silvers looks in, the pitch to Nelson is cut on and missed, strike one. Licari is a threat on the base paths. He's stolen 9 bags. Throw back to first. Licari's in safely. Barnes is at first, Chasson at second, Chasson at short, and McCray at third. Edwards, Gifford, Lopez left to right, and Spindler behind the plate. The 0-1 is cut on and missed on a breaking ball. So nothing in 2 on Nelson, who's only K'd 3 times this year. On base percentage is up above 500. This just shows how dominant he's been. Throw back to first. Licari back safely with a dive. Silvers worried about the runner and the hitter. Once again, third baseman playing in towards the grass, but the middle infield is at double play depth. And the pitch to Nelson is high ball 1, 1-2. That's a called strike 3, a looping breaking ball that falls into the zone. Nelson's down on strikes. And that'll bring up Marcus Burton, who's hitting just .077, but with a .351 on base percentage, wouldn't now be a big time for his first extra base hit. And the pitch is a check swing. Did he go around the appeal? He did not. Ball 1, 1-0. Licari is at first. Barnes holding him on. Silvers has thrown over there a few times. Nothing to score. Bootleggers and Rush. Licari's off the bag a little bit and forces Silvers off the mound. One and 0. Cut on and missed on a fastball. Strike one there. Good pitch from Silvers. Burton's K'd 7 times this year. He's stolen 5 bags. He's walked 10 times. Little just throw over to first. Was a lob, nothing doing there. 1-1 with Burton at the dish, and Licari on first with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Silvers deals. Licari's going. Here's the throw, and he is out by a mile. They had him nailed. It was not a good jump from Licari. And a great throw by Spindler to get the runner. And there's 2 outs now with nobody on, so a big shift there as the Rush were trying to put a runner into scoring position. The pitch is fouled off, and now it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count with 2 outs and nobody on. A much less threatening ordeal for the Bootleggers defensively. Caught stealing a huge change here. That is the second time Licari has been caught this summer. That one runs inside. It runs full now on Burton, who's going to always take his pitches. If it gets to him, Jeremy Brown is on deck. 237, 310, 342. Silver's full count offering. Runs inside, ball 4. Burton takes his base. And Burton himself has been a threat on the base paths. 5 steals for him this year. And now Jeremy Brown comes to the plate. He's got 4 doubles this year, 8 runs batted in. And he's hitting from the left side. Still 0-0, bottom of the first, 2 outs. Runner on first base is Burton. Let's see if they'll send him. Pitch is in there for a called strike on the lower third. Once again, the third baseman is playing in towards the grass in the person of McCray. Outfield the line, and the throw back to first base, back in safely, is Burton. Middle infielder's playing deep. Second base is playing a little closer to first. Shortstop playing close to second. Breaking ball in there, called strike 2. So now Brown is in a precarious situation, down 0-2. Here with 2 outs, you got to protect the plate. Throw back to first, in there safely is Burton. And as mentioned, he is a threat. He's stolen 5 times. We'll see if they send him with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Brown choking up on the bat, and the pitch is outside, ball 1. Little stunt towards second, but never a full jump from Burton. 1-2 now. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Silver's looking to get out of it as Jitsukawa did. A little bit less damage has been done in this half. The pitch. Brown swings and misses on an outside fastball, strike 3. That'll end the first inning of the PSCL postseason. Still 0-0. Bootleggers and Rush. We'll be back after these words.
Like, your, bacon.
Say it steady.
Ultimate cheeseburger.
Go! Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best Bacon Ultimate Cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
Top of the second here. Alex Chasson, 308 hitter this season. Jitsakawa deals a first pitch strike on the outside corner. A good one there. Chasson with just 4 Ks on the season, and he'll take ball 1. Average is 308. On base is at 4.55. 7 runs batted in. And the pitch. Cut on and missed on a low one for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Alex Chasson. Jitsakawa looks in and delivers. In the air out to center field, Likari in a few steps and makes the catch. A can of corn for Chasson, and there's out number 1. That'll bring up Connor Spindler, looking to make an impact out of the 8 hole. He is the catcher. He threw the runner out in the top half. Hitting just 200. Looking to bring that up. A first pitch misses high. Ball 1. Umpires calling a tight strike zone. One to 0. Ripped up the middle, and that's going to get through the hole, just past the glove of Jitsakawa and past Guzman into center field for a base hit. And Spindler's on with hit number 6 of the summer. And he will be courtesy ran for by Trey Willis. And now the batter is Brandon McCray, 412 on base percentage for him. He's a guy that knows his way around. Jitsakawa deals first pitch, misses low, and catcher had to go down for it. Ball 1. No action in either bullpen. Why would there be? But Jitsakawa is up at 33 pitches, having gotten just 4 outs. Here's the pitch. That one missed inside. Ball 2. So McCray looking to do some damage here with the runner on first. In the person of Willis, courtesy running for Spindler after the single. 2-0. Runs inside. He feigned a bunt. And it's 3-0 now. He had to pull back. So an advantageous count for McCray. 3-0. And the offering is in there, called strike. So 3-1 now with 1 out. The runner on first, and the pitch is poked foul, grounded off of his foot. And now the count's full with 1 out. Willis will take his lead off of first. It's not a significant one. And here comes the pitch. In there, called strike 3. Down goes McCray on strikes. And that'll return us to the top of the order. where Zach Edwards comes to the plate. Came into the game 348 with a 559 OBP, and he reached his first time on a walk. He's looking to do more than just that here with 2 outs and a runner on first. And the pitch, Willis is going. Here is the throw from Salgado, and it is over the head of Schmidt-Huber. He was lucky to get a glove on it, of Guzman actually was lucky to get a glove on it and could not apply the tag. So in there at second base is Willis. And the pitch. In there, called strike over the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sorry, no balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Missed high, ball 3. Ball 1. Oh, my God. 1 and 2 now with 2 outs. Jitsukawa looking to get out of this inning. But the go-ahead run, Edwards looking to drive in Willis, only 180 feet away. And a swing and a miss, strike 3 over the outside corner. Jitsukawa gets out of it. And we'll go to the bottom of inning number 2 after these quick words. Still 0-0 between the Bootleggers and the Rush, right here on the PSCL Baseball Network. Bottom of inning number 2, Bootleggers and Rush here in the PSCL's postseason. It's here, guys. Single elimination. Rush having their second turn at the plate. Austin Andrechik now. Pitch to him is sent foul. Third base side. Behind home. Andrechik is 9 for 27 with 2 triples and a dinger. 8 runs batted in. Only 4 Ks in 33 plate appearances. That one runs inside. 1-1. A breaking ball that Silvers couldn't locate. And a pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Still 0-0, bottom of the second. Both teams have had some chances, and the pitch to Andrechik. Low ball 3, 3-1. In there, called strike over the outside corner. Interesting call there from our home plate umpire. But again, baseball is not a court of law. There are no objections. Except appeals, but that's different. 3-2. In the air, out to left. Moving back some steps is Edwards. He'll make the play. Was well struck, but right at Edwards. Only needed a few steps to make that play. And that'll bring up Salgado. 423, 483, 423. No extra base hits, but he is 11 for 26 with 6 runs batted in. He's been one of the best hitters for the Rush. And Silvers deals. Outside ball 1 on a breaking ball that just broke too much. 1-0 on Salgado. And Silvers looks in and fires. That one missed low again. 2 balls, no strikes. Two and 0 pitch is ripped at second. Chasson up with it and flipping to first for the out. So now 2 outs in the bottom of the second. A quick dispatch of Salgado, and now here comes Seungmin Shin. That was Jesse Chasson at second, making that play. Now Shin comes to the plate, 136, 387, 136. Just 3 for 22, but with 7 walks. Silvers looks in and delivers to the right-hander. That one's on the ground at short. This is Alex Chasson up with it. A running throw over to first, and he got him. So 1, 2, 3 go the Rush in the bottom of inning number 2. Silvers has done a good job so far. It's still 0-0 as we'll go to the top half of inning number 3 after a brief message from our sponsors.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Top 3 here at Palm Springs Stadium. Tomoki Jitsukawa still on the mound, and the Bootleggers come to the plate. Jesse Chasson looking to do some damage. First pitch is going to miss for ball 1. Chasson is 1 for 1, and they now got 10 hits and 29 at bats this season, including 3 triples. That one misses for ball 2. His first time up, he ripped the first pitch he saw into center field. And now he's ahead 3-0 on Jitsukawa, who's thrown 45 pitches, 26 of them strikes, to get 6 outs. He would like a little bit more efficiency than that. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike in the lower third. Top of inning number 3, PSCL postseason action. We made it to the playoffs. Here's the pitch. Ripped on the ground, and that one is going to get under the glove of Schmidt-Huber and into center field. So a 2 for 2 day for Jesse Chasson, and he's on. And now Jackson Gifford comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. but 400 average coming into the game. And now Chasson himself is up to 11 for 30 on the year. 47 pitches for Jitsukawa now to get to 6 outs. Chasson leads off at first. Let's see if they'll send him. First pitch is in the air, foul. Chasson hasn't stolen a bag this year. I mean, the Bootleggers is a team only 15. Not the team that runs as much as some others. Here's a throw back to first. And in there safely is Chasson with a dive. There was no attempt at a tag. There was no chance. It was a really good dive back. 0-1. Jitsukawa deals. Oh, that runs inside and nails Gifford in the back. He's going to take his base. That is his second time being hit by a pitch this year. And now it's first and second, and Garen Gledhill coming to the plate for the Bootleggers. Gledhill 9 for 24 this year, 1 for 1 today. Looking to do more damage, perhaps drive in the first run. The pitch, high, ball 1. Jitsukawa in trouble now. He's gotten no outs in the inning. He's already thrown 8 pitches, and there's 2 runners on, and he's behind 1-0. Pitch in there, called strike over the outside corner. That's a much-needed first strike to Gledhill. Evens the count at 1-1. Top of the third. Ripped foul, that's strike 2. See if Jitsukawa sticks with that pitch or changes it up a little bit here. On 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gledhill. Runners take their leads. Here is the pitch. Ripped into left field, Shin coming on, it'll drop in front of him. And being waved around third is Chasson, and the throw is cut off. He'll score. It's 1-0 Bootleggers. So an RBI single for Garen Gledhill, and the Bootleggers have the first run of the postseason. Lucas Barnes now, 0 for 1 today. Came into the game hitting 300 with a 447 OBP, looking to bring that up, and there's a first pitch strike. Barnes Cade looking on a payoff pitch his last time. Now he's down 0-1. 2 on, no out. That's on the ground at short. Schmidt-Huber up with it to second for 1. To first, it's a double play. That's a big double play. Schmidt-Huber to Guzman to Jeremy Brown. And now with 2 outs in the top of inning number 3 and a runner at third in the person of Jackson Gifford, and a 1-0 lead for the Bootleggers. Jitsukawa looking to get out of it with just 1 on the board. The first pitch to Ravi Lopez is a called strike. Lopez 0 for 1. 367 though coming into the game with a 991 OPS. And the pitch. Outside, ball 1, 1-1 now. Here in the top of inning number 3. The RBI single from Garen Gledhill brought in the first run of the game. 1-1 now. Cut on and missed on a breaking ball on the outside. Actually, looks like an off-speed. That had some arm side run, actually, and it'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs here. Runner 90 feet away, the pitch. Cut on and missed, strike 3. So Jitsukawa gets out of it, but there is a run on the board for the Bootleggers, and the Rush will try to answer after these messages. Bottom of inning number 3 now. And the Rush looking to answer the Bootleggers who scored the first run of the game. Now Joseph Guzman coming for his first cuts. The number 8 hitter for the Rush. And Silvers deals. First pitch in there. Called strike over the outside third. With a fastball. Chitsakawa likes his breaking stuff. Silvers likes his fastball. And he also likes his breaking stuff, and so does the umpire. Called strike 2. So Guzman now needs to protect the plate. He chokes up on the bat here at 0-2. Silvers in the driver's seat. And the pitch is chopped towards third very weakly. Running on for it, McRae. The throw to first was not picked in time, and it's an infield single on what's essentially a swinging bunt from Guzman. Just nubbed that off the end of the bat. Very small piece of it was obtained, and that's all he needed to get that single. So trying Schmidt-Huber now. The number 9 hitter, 208. Guzman takes his lead. Here comes the pitch. That's in there, called strike. So it's been a bunch of strikes for Ryan Silvers in this inning. He's only thrown 29 pitches compared to 59 for Jitsakawa. And the pitch is cut on and missed on an outside breaking ball that the catcher had to go down for. Guzman is on first. Schmidt-Huber is the hitter looking to do damage, but it's 0-2. Silvers is once again in the driver's seat. And he's got options here. And time is all. Oh, and 2. That one's in there, called strike 3. Schmidt-Huber's a pair of shoes on that breaking ball. So there's out number 1, and that'll bring up Lakari, who is 1 for 1 himself today. Looking for more damage out of their leadoff man. With the runner on first now. Guzman takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Lakari takes a perfect strike. And Silvers is ahead. 0-1 once again. First pitch strikes have been the key here in this inning. He's thrown 3 of them. See if he can throw his third straight second pitch strike. He absolutely can with a breaking ball. Silvers has found the strike zone on all 8 pitches this inning. 1 out, 0-2, runner on first. Here comes the 0-2. That one's in there, called strike 3. Back-to-back pairs of shoes for Silvers, and he's got something going here. He's struck out 4 in 2 2/3 with the runner on first base in the person of Guzman, and now Blake Nelson trying to do his own damage. Here comes the pitch. That one is in there for a strike. So 0-1. Oh, and 1 pitch is a swing and a miss on the outside. So that's every single pitch in this inning has been a strike. He's struck out 2. He was 0-2 ahead on the leadoff man before the nubber to third. Silver steals. That is ripped at short, and coming in for it, making the throw over. That's out number 3. A great inning for Ryan Silvers. A shutdown frame to keep the lead at 1-0 in favor of the men in orange. We'll be back after these words.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Top of inning number 4 now, Alex Chasson to lead it off for the Bootleggers, who have a 1-0 lead. Tomoki Jitsukawa has himself thrown 59 pitches. Number 60 is down the line and foul in left. So 0-1, a first pitch strike. Even though Chasson got a hold of it, couldn't keep it fair. 0-1 pitch is in the air out to right. Let's see if this one will drop. It will. Foul. So 2 straight foul balls, one down the left field line, one down the right field line. Action in the Rush bullpen. We'll get you a name in a moment after the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, so a 3-pitch K. Down goes Chasson. And the man warming up for the Rush in the bullpen is Lucas Weckerly. Now here's Spindler. That one missed outside by an inch or two. So it's 1-0 now from Jitsukawa on Spindler, who singled last time. And that one's going to get in there for a called strike with his breaking ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in top 4, 1-0 Bootleggers. Here's the pitch. Ripped foul, back behind home and to the screen. So 1-2 now. On Spindler as we wait. Jitsukawa looks in for his sign, comes set at the waist, and deals. On the ground at short, up with it, Schmidt-Hubert kicks away from him, and that's going to be E6. So Spindler's reached for the second time. Willis will once again pinch run for him, the courtesy runner, for the catcher. And now McRae comes to the plate. He struck out looking his last time. One nothing Bootleggers. Runner on first in the top of the 4th. Jitsukawa fires. In there, called strike. McRae ran a full count before striking out looking in his first plate appearance. Throw back to first. Willis in safely. And here comes the 0-1. Inside, ball one. McRae had to jump out of the way a little bit. It was a fastball from the right-hander. Let's see if he goes back to his bread and butter, the breaking ball. That's in the air, out to left, shin over a few steps, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Left that one up, and it was just hit high and high, not particularly deep. 2 outs now. And Edwards back to the plate, 0 for 1. He struck out swinging and walked in his 2 times. Runner on first is Willis, and Jitsakawa deals in there with a breaking ball called strike 1. No balls and a strike. 1-0 Bootleggers. Throw back to first is lobbed, and just a warning, not really an attempt there. 0-1. High ball 1 there. That one was a breaking ball that couldn't stay down in the strike zone, and counts back even, 1-1. 72nd pitch from Jitsakawa is on the ground towards third, and rolling foul. Nelson, the third baseman, took a few steps. It'll be a ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs here on Edwards. So a big-time pitch, and swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Edwards, and that is the 4th inning of work for Jitsakawa, keeping the score at just 1-0. And we'll see if the Rush hitters can answer and put some runs up on the board in the bottom half of the 4th inning after these messages. Bottom of inning number 4, the Rush down 1-0. The Bootleggers in the lead in single elimination baseball. Silver's still on the bump, and Marcus Burton is in the righty batter's box. The first pitch to him is going to miss low with a breaking ball, ball 1. I think Silvers thought he hit the zone there, but the umpire disagreed. And the pitch. Inside, 2-0 now, so Burton's ahead. Silvers deals. That one's in there, a strike. Silvers in his last inning threw 12 to get 9 outs and start off the 4th. That one is just barely got a piece of it to knock it foul. Off the bat of Burton. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Silvers looks in. And the 2-2 is in there, called strike 3. Burton's a pair of shoes. And another K for Silvers. That's number 5. Many of them have been of the backwards variety. So now that'll bring up Jeremy Brown. First pitch to him. Checked his swing. He definitely went around there. That is a strike. And the 0-1 is on the ground to first, fielded by Barnes. He will step on the bag. That's out number 2. So 3 unassisted, and quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Silvers has been nails today. He's now going to be pitching to Austin Andrzejczyk. 0 for 1. He flew out to left in his first AB. He's been a very productive hitter for the Rush this year, and they need some production right now, or else their season will end if they don't get it at some point in the next few innings. That one finds the zone for a strike, something that Silvers has done exceptionally well in the last few innings. 0-1, outside ball 1. That was a breaking ball that he lost control over. 1-1 now with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. That one is in there for a strike. So, 1-2 with 2 outs. Andrzejczyk the hitter. And Silver steals. That one missed low for ball 2. So, 2-2, 2 outs, none on. Silvers looking in and delivering the pitch. Missing low, ball 3, so the counts run full. Andrzejczyk doing a real good job so far, driving the count to this point. So, the payoff pitch with 2 outs. Silvers looking in, trying to get out of this inning. And he will not. That's ball 4. Andrzejczyk takes his base, and that'll bring up Salgado. So a big-time walk there, working back from a 1-2. He didn't have to take the bat off of his shoulder, though. Silvers did the work for him there. But the great discipline, even with 2 strikes, kept the inning alive for the Rush. And now with a runner on first, here's the pitch. And that one is fouled off by Salgado, 0-1. Attacking the first pitch there. We'll see if Weckerly comes into the game for the Rush, as he has been warming up, and he seems to be just about ready. Or if they'll stick with Jitsukawa. Anyway, we got to finish this half inning. That one misses outside, 1-1. Silver's now up to 52 pitches in 3 2/3, 34 of them for strikes. Miraculously, the 15 pitches is the most he's thrown in any inning. He's been efficient and economical. That one is missing away, so that's pitch 16 of the inning. And it's 2-1 now. Andrzejczyk takes his lead off of first. Salgado readies for the pitch, and Silvers is going to kick and deal. On the ground, past Silvers and into center field. Andrzejczyk takes a turn and will stick at second. So now 2 on with 2 out, and the Rush are threatening with a 2-out rally here. 2 on and a chance for Seungmin Shin. Courtesy runner into the game for Rush. Kirk Falikian, who has 10 steals. Andrew Trick's only stolen one. We'll see if they try and send anybody. Go-ahead run is on first. Here's the pitch to Shin. On the ground. This is going to be fielded well by Jesse Chasson, and the inning is over. So despite the two-out base runners, the Rush are still scoreless here as we go to the top of the fifth in the first game of the PSCL postseason.
Like, your, bacon,
Say it. Steady.
ultimate cheeseburger.
Go!
Your Bacon Ultimate Cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best Bacon Ultimate Cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
Top of the fifth inning here. PSCL Playoffs. Jesse Chasson is coming to the plate, and it's still Tomoki Jitsukawa coming in for his fifth inning of work here for the Rush. He's thrown 73 pitches in 4 innings, which is 18 more than his counterpart Ryan Silvers. And there's also a run on the board for the Bootleggers, and there's a fly ball into left. Shin coming on for it towards the line, drifting in to make the play. And that's out number one. A 1 pitch, 1 out. That's exactly how you want it if you are the Rush. So now Jackson Gifford, who probably will be advised to take the first pitch, regardless of what it is here, as you don't want to gift in 2 outs when 2 pitches. Yeah, he'll take it. It's outside, ball 1. Bootleggers up 1-0. Gifford was hit by a pitch last time and stranded on third base. He'll take another one in the dirt. That one was in the left-handed batter's box. It's 2-0. Jitsukawa had a fast fourth, 14 pitches, and 78% strikes. And in the fifth, he is going to try and climb back into this count with a breaking ball that falls into the zone for strike 1. Bootleggers 1, Rush nothing. 2-1 pitch is a cut and a miss. Strike 2 on that breaking ball. So Jitsukawa working his way back into this count after starting 2-0 down. Gifford is the hitter. Here is the 2-2 offering. It is fouled off, back out of play behind home. So a good fight here from Gifford. After the 2-1 swing, he'll foul off the 2-2, and he'll see another 2-strike pitch. His first time up, he popped out right back to Jitsukawa. And here's the 2-2. A cut and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Gifford, so that's 2 outs of the pretty quick variety for Jitsukawa. He's thrown just 7 pitches to get 2 outs now. And Garen Gledhill, who had the RBI single, which is the only run of the game, steps into the batter's box to face Jitsukawa here with 2 outs. And he'll take a strike with a breaking ball on the outside corner to the left-handed hitter. Likely Jitsukawa's final inning of work. There's no action in the bullpen for the Bootleggers. They will trust Silvers for the moment. That one misses outside from Jitsukawa, and it is 1 ball, 1 strike. On Gledhill. And the pitch. Gledhill fouls it back to the screen. So now 2 strikes in the top of the 5th with 2 outs. Jitsukawa looking to finish his 5th inning of work, and he's pitched really well despite the deficit at the moment. That one missed low. 2-2 it will be with 2 outs. So, Jitsukawa looking to get out of this inning without any damage done. 1-0 is the score for the Bootleggers, and the 2-2. 3-2 now. So 2 straight balls have run this count full. And here's a pivotal payoff for Jitsukawa. In the air out to left, it's drifting and going to go foul out of play. Didn't quite time that one up right. So it'll be 3-2. It'll remain. Here's the second payoff from Jitsukawa to Gledhill. Misses inside, ball 4. Gledhill's reached 3 times today. And I think that will do it for Jitsukawa. A good performance for him, but Weckerly is ready to come in, it seems. Will they trust Jitsukawa to get the next out? There's a discussion on the mound here. Actually seems like he'll be staying in. It's just a mound meeting. Tomoki Jitsukawa, 4 2/3 so far. He's given up just 5 hits, 7 Ks, 2 walks, and 1 run. It was earned. 87 pitches. 56 of them have been strikes. He will be trusted to try and get Lucas Barnes out for a 3rd time. Last time he grounded into a double play. Jitsukawa's worked out of some jams today. But regardless, it is 1-0 Bootleggers. And the Rush are trying to get 1 more out of their starter. And the pitch is fouled off of the plate. So we will have a 0-1 on Lucas Barnes here. Jitsukawa looks in. The right-hander delivers the pitch. In the air, out to right. Coming back a few steps and drifting towards the line is Burton. There's out number 3. So 5 innings of 1-run ball for Tomoki Jitsukawa here in the PSCL Playoffs. And it's 1-0 Bootleggers as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Bottom of the fifth, Bootleggers and Rush. It's 1-0 Bootleggers. The Rush Bats are going to come and try and score a run off of Ryan Silvers, something they have not done yet today. Silvers has been dynamic. 5 Ks, 2 walks, just 3 hits. And obviously no runs, as the score will indicate. 1-0. 1-run lead is being protected by the men in orange, who are in the field right now, and it's Joseph Guzman at the plate, and the first pitch to him is into center field. Gifford over for it, into left center, and he'll make the play, so 1 pitch, 1 out. That is going to bring up Schmidt-Huber. 0 for 1 for him today. He struck out looking in his first plate appearance. Silvers looks in. First pitch. Called strike. Over the outer third. Starting him off with the first pitch fastball for the strike. That helps Silvers out. He's loved his breaking balls today as well. He's pretty much had most of his stuff working, and that's flared out into left field, an opposite field base hit. Actually, for the pinch hitter for the Rush, Kadamine. And that's hit number 11 on the season for him. So I'll bring up Lakari, struck out looking on 3 pitches in his last plate appearance. Runner on first in the person of Amine. Silvers looks at the runner. Now comes set and delivers. Late swing, just got a piece of it. Fouls it off, strike 1. 0-1 is the count now. PSCL Playoffs, Bootleggers and Rush. 1-0 Bootleggers. The Rush are trying to put a run on the board to come back, and it's Amine on first. And the pitch. In there, called strike on Lakari in the lower inside corner. That was a great pitch and a great spot by Silvers, who's done a heck of a lot of that today. A lot of strikes, a lot of called strikes. And the pitch is swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Lakari, his second consecutive strikeout. And that'll bring up Blake Nelson, who himself is 0 for 2. And the runner on first base is Amine. Pitching with a 1-run lead in single elimination is walking a tightrope. Silver's done it extremely well so far. That one's in the air to right. Lopez running over for it, and it drops foul. So it's 0-1. Pitching in single elimination at all. 1-run lead, 1-run deficit, tie game. It's always walking a tightrope. Both pitchers have done a really good job at it today. But Jitsukawa giving up that 1 run on the RBI single by Garen Gledhill is the difference. It's 1-0 Bootleggers. 7-inning game. It's the 5th right now in the bottom half. That one is going to miss ball 1. A breaking ball that Nelson didn't go after. So the 1-1 offering. Outside, ball 2. So 2-1 now on Nelson, who's been one of the best hitters in the league this season. OPS entering today was 997. Even though he's 0 for 2 today, people know he's still a danger man. 2-1, 2 out, runner on first. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Burton's on deck. 3 balls and 1 strike, and the pitch. Oh, it's inside and behind the hitter, and that is ball 4. Taking his base is Nelson, and now Burton comes to the plate with the go-ahead run at first base. A little bit of a mound meeting coming up now for the Bootleggers. Coach Bailey going to go out there and discuss what's going on with his pitcher, Silvers, who's been excellent. And Burton is going to be the hitter. 0 for 1 today. He walked his first time, struck out his second time. This is his third time to the dish. He's looking to drive in the tying run from second, or at least bring it closer and not end the inning. Silvers has thrown 66 pitches through 4 2/3. The 15th out will be an important one, whether it comes before or after 1 or 2 runs. Is also a pivotal statement in the game. That one is a strike. He went around there. Did Burton? He tried to check. He didn't hold. So 0-1. Silvers in the driver's seat. The runners take their leads. Here comes the 0-1. That one is not going to get the call. It's low, ball 1. Great job leaving that one by Burton. Jeremy Brown on deck if it gets to him. Here comes the pitch. That one missed low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Burton looking to do some damage here. He's ahead in the count in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. Amine and Nelson take their leads. Here comes the offering. That one's in there, a fastball strike. So it's 2-2 with 2 outs and 2 on in a 1-run game here in the PSCL Playoffs. Single elimination. Every pitch matters. Silvers looks in and fires. Outside ball 3, so the count is full. This pitch is the importance hard to overstate. 3-2, 2 outs, 2 on. The runners go. The pitch is on the ground to third, and he'll step on the bag to end the inning. McCray fielded and stepped, and that is 5 shutout frames for Ryan Silvers, and the Bootleggers lead is 1-0 as we'll go to the top of the 6th. here we are, top of inning number 6. Number 6. Amine moves to second. Nelson to short. And the first pitch is a swinging strike on Robbie Lopez. And Guzman to third. It's still Tomoki Jitsukawa on the bump in his 6th inning of work. And pitch 91 is a ball, 1-1. We'll see how long the leash is. There is action in the Rush bullpen with Devin Motter warming up. The pitch in there for a called strike, 1-2. As great as Jitsukawa's been, if the Rush offense doesn't put a run on the board within the next 6 outs, they're going home. That one is sent in the air to left field by Lopez. Back a few steps is Shin. He'll make the catch. And that is out number 1 here in inning number 6. 1 run on 5 hits for the Bootleggers. No runs on 4 hits for the Rush. Jitsukawa now facing Alex Chasson, 0 for 2. That one is going to miss outside with a breaking ball. Action now in the Bootlegger bullpen as well. Here's the pitch. Chasson takes inside for a ball. It is Sanders warming up for the Bootleggers. 2-0. In the air on a line, and that's going to get down for a base hit into left field. Shin up with it, and it's a line drive single for Alex Chasson. And there is a base runner for the Bootleggers. They'll stick with Jitsukawa to face Spindler. Connor Spindler, 1 for 2 himself. Reached on an error last time. There's a swing and a miss. He misguessed that one. And Jitsukawa's ahead. 1 ground ball could get him out of it. He's at 97 pitches. But a ball into the gap would extend the lead to 2-0. There's a strike over the outside corner. Some firm action on that fastball. 0-2. The Rush trying to keep the Bootleggers at bay here in this PSCL playoff game. Here's the pitch. That one is spit on a breaking ball that was in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher Salgado. 1-2 now. Here comes the pitch. It's fouled back to the screen. It will be 1-2 once again on Spindler. The 1-2 offering. Another one that's low and had to be dropped into butterfly to block it by the catcher Salgado. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Ripped, and that's a base hit into left field. Shin fields its back-to-back singles, and the 3rd time that Spindler has reached today. The Bootleggers are threatening to extend their lead. It's 1-0 with 2 on. And Willis will once again courtesy run for Spindler. McRae now is the hitter. Flew out to left his last time, struck out looking his first time. 0 for 2. Pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did. He went around. So it'll be 0-1 now on McRae. Jitsukawa's thrown 103 pitches. He's gotten 1 out here in inning number 6. The pitch is fouled off towards the Rush dugout on the ground, and it's 0-2. So, Tomoki Jitsukawa looks in for pitch 105. It's 0-2, and it's dug out and popped up. First base over for it in foul ground, and it will drop for a foul ball. Brown never really had a play on it. It was always too far from him. Jitsukawa trying to work around the two base runners who've reached via the single to left field, both of them. Chasson and Willis are the runners. Spindler had the second hit. The pitch. Did he go around? Yes, he did. That is a strike, and it's a strikeout. So down goes McRae, and now Edwards, who is 0 for 2, with a walk and 2 swinging strikeouts, is going to look to drive in the run from second with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. So the 4th time Jitsukawa is going to see him. Risky maneuver. The pitch is on the ground, and it gets through the hole, but this could score a run. Here's the throw from the shortstop to the plate. It's up the first base line. It's 2-0 in favor of the Bootleggers. The ball got past the third baseman. The shortstop fielded it, but it was very deep in that hole. The play he had at the plate, the throw was not in time. It was actually up the line, and it is 2-0 Bootleggers. Jitsukawa, his day is likely over. His day is indeed over. 107 pitches. And here is his final line for the moment. The runner on third is his runner. 5 2/3, 8 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 8 Ks, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch. So 2-0 Bootleggers. And Devin Mauter is going to be the new arm. 623 earned run average. He's walked 15 and K'd 6. Although he did have a brilliant 6-inning scoreless start against the North Stars on the 28th. Mauter will face Jesse Chasson with 2 on and 2 out. And the score at 2-0 for the Bootleggers. The rush job just got a lot more difficult. Even though Jitsukawa was brilliant, the 2 runs, not enough. And he is actually in line for the loss despite his efforts. As Mauter is warming up. Very important that the rush don't let the Bootleggers score any more. Don't want to let this get out of hand. They've already had a really tough time offensively today. There is now no action in the Bootlegger bullpen. There was someone warming up earlier in Sanders, and now he's been sat down. Wondering if he's done warming up or if he is just not coming in. Chasson, the hitter. Here's the pitch to him. That one is inside, ball 1. Mauter's first pitch, a ball. So Jitsukawa threw 107 pitches, 71 strikes. And now 1-0 on Chasson. Runners at the corners. The pitch is fouled off back on top of the press box. And it's 1-1. Tension will be building at every point in this game. Single elimination. The pitch. Breaking ball high for ball 2 from Mauter. He's got to find the strike zone. Can't afford free base runners, especially with the threat of a wild pitch, with a runner being 90 feet away from scoring. 2-1 from Mauter. High ball 3. Salgado had to leap up for that. So 3-1 now. Martyr looks in and delivers. That's ball 4. Jesse Chasson will take his base. The bases are now full, and Jackson Gifford is the hitter. No place to put him. But with 2 outs, this could be a potential death blow for the Rush if the Bootleggers Gifford can knock in a bunch of runs here. And the pitch is swinging and missing a high fastball. 2 runs feels almost insurmountable with how the Rush have been with the bat today. The Bootleggers defense and pitching has been excellent. Silvers in particular. Bases loaded, 0-1. In the air out to left. Shin is over for it, and he will not get it. It drops into the gap. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Chasson is being waved around third. He's going to score. It's a bases clearing double for Jackson Gifford. It's 5-0 Bootleggers. And there's the cushion they need. So the move to Motter out of the bullpen backfires as 3 runs come around on the bases clearing double. Willis, Edwards, and Chasson, 5-0 Bootleggers now, and 2 felt insurmountable with the way that the Bootleggers have been pitching. 5 will require a miracle. That one missed high and in, 1-0 on Garen Gledhill, whose RBI single was the only run of the game until this inning. 1 more run would roll the inning. That one goes outside. Two and 0 now on Gledhill with 2 outs. Motter's thrown 9 pitches. And that one is in there for a strike. So the 10th pitch that Motter throws is just his 4th strike. Two and 1. Missed low, ball 3. Gledhill's 2 for 2 with a walk, so he's reached 3 times, and he's 1 pitch away from reaching 4 times. Pitch, outside and high, ball 4. Gledhill takes his base. So, Motter comes in, faces 3 batters, walk, double walk. They need him to be nails. That's not been the case. So now Lucas Barnes comes to the plate now with 2 outs and 2 on. And a chance to really put this one to bed. 5-0 Bootleggers the pitch. Barnes will chop it foul back to the Rush dugout. 0-1 now. So now 4 runs have been credited to Jitsukawa. Barnes takes one low, and it bounced, and this is a favorable bounce, and the throw to third is not in time. It was a favorable bounce for Salgado. It bounced, I believe, off of either the umpire or off of Barnes, but it was not enough to get the runner out. 1-1. Outside, that's ball 2. Motter struggling to find the zone once again. 15 pitches, only 5 strikes. 2-1 on Barnes. Motter deals. Cut on and missed on a high fastball. That's a big second strike there. And now he'll try to stop the bleeding. Bootleggers ahead 5-0 now in the top of the 6th. Jackson Gifford's 3-run double, the big hit, the pitch. In the air to center field, back a few steps, Licari. He'll make the catch about 8 steps in from the warning track, and that is out number 3. But not before the insurance runs off of the 3-run double from Jackson Gifford. It's 5-0 Bootleggers as we go to the bottom of the 6th. The Rush, they'll need a miracle to get back into this one.
That's it. That's his house. Mr. Brad Haley?
Relax. Did I win something?
My sources tell me you've been calling Jack in the Box junk in the box.
So?
I take these things personally, Brad.
Get lost.
Sure, just try my food, apologize, and I'll go.
Beat it, clown!
Listen, punk! I've spent millions of dollars improving my kitchens to make our best burgers ever!
You're psycho!
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Bottom of the sixth, the new pitcher for the Bootleggers, Marcus Sanders, is on. And he's got a 3 flat ERA in 18 innings of work. He has not pitched against the Rush this year. He has 18 strikeouts to 10 walks. On the year. And Jeremy Brown will be the hitter. The Rush need 5, and they have 6 outs to get it in. Brown's 0 for 2, and the Rush, they also only have 4 hits. 9 hits for the Bootleggers. And the first pitch from Sanders is a called strike on the lower third. That's a really good pitch to start him off with. So the final line for Ryan Silvers on the day, 5 innings strong, no runs on 4 hits, 6 Ks, 3 walks. The pitch, outside ball 1 of Sanders and Brown. The count is even. The pitch, that one missed outside again, 2-1. So here comes the pitch. That one is a swing and a miss, strike 2. So with a 5-0 Bootlegger lead, the Rush would love to get their leadoff hitter on base. Swinging at that pitch, surely not helping the cause. 2-2 on Brown. Sanders deals. Outside, ball 3. Good take by Brown on 2 strikes. It was a close pitch. And here comes the payoff with no outs. This is an important one. It sets the tone for the rest of the inning. Inside ball 4. Brown had to move away from it, and he'll take his base. So Sanders walks the first batter. He faces, and that'll bring up Austin Andrzejczyk. A left-handed hitter. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Walked his last time, and his first time he lined out to left. Here's the pitch. That is fouled back for the first strike. So a first pitch strike from Sanders. Andrzejczyk did get a piece of it. So, here comes the 0-1. Fouled off again, back to the screen. And it's 0-2 now with no outs and a runner on first. This is a good start to this at-bat for Sanders, who is trying to keep this lead where it is for the Bootleggers. That one's outside, ball 1. Austin Andrchik at the dish. The runner on first is Brown. Sanders deals. That is twirled, and it's going to stay fair, so it works like a sack bunt for out number 1. But it will not be a sack bunt. It is just a ground out to first that advances the runner to second. Caleb Salgado is the hitter now. Catcher for the Rush, looking to drive in the run from second with 1 out now. Sanders comes set after, well, looks for his sign, now comes set at the waist, and deals. That is flared foul out of play on the first base side towards that tent. 0-1, so another first pitch strike from Sanders. 11 pitches, 6 strikes for him. Looks in for his sign, gets it, looks at the runner, comes set. The steal out of the stretch, bounces before it reaches the plate. Catcher can't find it, it's behind him. But Brown didn't have the opportunity to advance. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Salgado steps back into the box. 1-1, 1 out. Sanders deals. Breaking ball that didn't catch the zone. That's ball 2. 5-run lead, a lot more comfortable than the 1-run lead that Silvers had been working with for most of this game. Or at least for the last few innings of it. 2-1. Sanders deals outside ball 3. Nice cone by the catcher. 3-1. So the Bootleggers 5, the Rush 0. 3-1 count with 1 out. And Shin on deck. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. A big pitch there. And another big pitch coming up with a full count and 1 out. The difference between first and second 1 out and runner on second 2 outs is immense. Sanders fires. That is dug out and fouled off. And we'll do it again on 3-2. Beautiful day here. Not too hot, not too cold. Great day for playoff baseball in the PSCL. Single elimination 3-2 is ripped up the middle, and that is going to be fielded by Chasson over to first for out number 2. So runner advances to third, but now there's 2 outs. So it is an RBI situation for Sungmin Shin, who is 0 for 2 today. Both of his at-bats have ended in a ground out. Here comes the pitch. That one missed for a ball. Where'd the runner from third go? Where'd the runner on third go? That hits him. so I must not have noticed it. But the runner on third scored on the ground out, so it's 5-1 now. And after the hit by pitch, there's a runner on first with 2 outs. And the runner will not go, and the first pitch to Guzman is a called strike. Five to 1 Bootleggers here. Bottom of the 6th, 2 down. Here comes the pitch. In there, called strike. So 0-2 now on Guzman. There has been action in both bullpens over the course of this inning. And that one is up and away for a ball. 1-2 now. And the pitch. That's high, and the runner's going to go off for second, so Shin is in there. Ball 2 on the wild pitch, and the runner advances. So now a runner in scoring position. Sanders has thrown 23 pitches in this inning, only 11 strikes. And he's gotten just 2 outs, and he is a pitch away from a third, but he's given up a run, and he's got another 180 feet away. Pitch is fouled off of the plate. So we'll do it again from 2-2 with Sanders' 25th pitch. It was 5 strong innings from Ryan Silvers and the 3-run bases clearing double that put the Bootleggers in this position, as well as the Gledhill RBI single that gave them the lead originally. That one's fouled off. We'll do 2-2 for a third straight time. Good fight. He was down 0-2, and 2 balls and then 2 foul balls. 5-1 Bootleggers, trying to get out of this inning with 1 pitch. And he does! Called strike 3 over the outside. Guzman is a pair of shoes. We'll go to the 7th, 5-1 Bootleggers on the PSCL Baseball Network.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
New pitcher into the game for the Rush to start off the top of the 7th inning. And they need 4 runs in the bottom half, but they need to stop the Bootleggers from getting any runs in the top half before they can do that. It's Lucas Weckerly, who's thrown 12 1/3 with a 17.37 ERA, 13 walks, 15 Ks. And he will pitch to Robbie Lopez here to start off the 7th. 0 for 3 is Lopez, and that one misses low for ball 1. When it gets to the bottom of the 7th, it'll be Kate Amine, Joseph Licari, and Blake Nelson, 9-1-2 for the rush. Pitch. That one's in there for a strike from the left-hander. 1-1 now. So, the rush season is on the line. But first they got to get the Bootleggers out. 2-1, that one missed low. Weckerly fires. On the ground to second, Amine over for it, and over to first for out number 1. So the Bootleggers will now send Alex Chasson to the plate, 1 for 3. Singled on a line drive to left field his last time up. And later scored. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. The pitch is taken for a called strike on the upper third. A good pitch there from Weckerly. Weckerly has faced the Bootleggers earlier in the season, and the next pitch is outside to Chasson. In that start, in that appearance, he pitched 1 inning and allowed 5 runs. The rush left-hander looks in and delivers the 1-1. That one missed low, 2-1. Important at-bats, all of them are in single elimination. That one's roped but foul, and it'll be 2 strikes and 2 balls with 1 out on Alex Chasson. Two and 2, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Weckerly fires, and it's a breaking ball that started way too far outside. It'll be 3 and 2, so the count runs full with 1 out and nobody on in a 4-run ball game. The big hit was Jackson Gifford's bases clearing double in the last inning. And the pitch. In the air out to right center field. Burton is on. He'll make the catch. And that's out number 2. So big out for Weckerly. And now he's got 2 down. And he'll face Spindler, who's reached 3 times today. 2 singles and a reach on an error by the shortstop. All of his batted balls have been in the hole between the second base bag and the shortstop. First pitch, misses. Ball 1. Five to 1 Bootleggers, top of the 7th. Spindler at the plate, Weckerly at the mound. And the 1-0 is fouled off of the leg of Spindler for the first strike. Weckerly trying to fight his way through this inning. 2 outs he's already got. 1-1 now on Spindler. Here's the delivery. Kicks away, and that is ball 2. Not quite sure what that kicked off of, but it doesn't matter. The count's 2-1. Weckerly's got to find a way. Is 2-1. Yeah, that's in there on the upper third. Another called strike. There's been a lot of those on both sides today, no matter who's been pitching. Ground out, fly out, now a 2-2 count for Weckerly against Spindler. Trying to send the Rush bats back to work in the bottom. Here's the 2-2 from the lefty. It's outside with a ball. So the count's full. Getting ready for the 3-2 offering. The lefty sets the waist. Kicks in. Here's the payoff. That one is in there. Called strike 3. Spindler had already started to walk over to first, but he's going to have to walk back to the dugout to put his gear on. The Rush bats will go to work in the bottom of the 7th. Amine, Lakari, and Nelson, the final hope for the Rush's season. Well, the objective is simple. Score 4 or more, or you're headed home. That is the task for the Rush here in the bottom of the last. And it will be Marcus Sanders, who threw 26 pitches and allowed 1 run in his first inning of work in the 6th, back out to face 9-1-2. In the Rush batting order, Cade Amine leading it off. Singled on a line drive as a pinch hitter for the number 9 hitter last time. The leadoff hit could set the tone for the Rush here, and Sanders looking to prevent that. The first pitch is outside, ball 1. And Amine's ahead 1-0. Bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch from the righty to the lefty is inside, ball 2. Win or go home. That is the PSCL Playoffs. This is the PSCL Playoffs. It's 5-1 Bootleggers. Game still feels tense, though, as they all do. We've seen crazy things happen in this league. Did he go? No appeal. So it'll be 3-0 on Amine. Looking to get on board. The pitch. That one is in there for a strike. It's a big way to avoid the walk. Just throw the 3-0 strike and work from there. Sanders looks in and fires. That one is in there for a called strike on the outer third. So the count's now full on Cade Amine. And the payoff is cut on and foul, tipped into the mid, strike 3. Sanders comes back from 3-0 down to strike him out. And now here comes Joseph Lakari, 1 for 3. Singled in the first inning and has struck out looking both of his plate appearances since. Struck out looking his second time, struck out swinging his third time. I apologize. And here's the pitch. Way outside. 1-0. 1 out. Nelson on deck. Burton after him. Rush need 4 runs to tie, 5 to win. And they've only scored 1. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. It's a really good pitch in a really good spot from Sanders. And I'd advise against doing that same one again because Licari's now seen it. And the 1-1. That one's in there, inside corner for strike 2. So Sanders ahead 1-2 on Licari. Looking to set him down for the 3rd time on strikes. And the Bootleggers right-hander turns and deals, and it's outside, and ball 2. You can afford to give that pitch, but you got to come back with a strike here if you're Sanders. Licari's going to be hunting, obviously. But he's got to be protective as well. 2-2. Fouled off. Good fight there. It was a breaking ball that skimmed around the top of the zone and eventually was fouled off at the last moment. 2-2. 1 out. Sanders has thrown 37 pitches in an inning and a third. And here's number 38. And it's low ball 3. So the counts run full now for the 2nd straight at bat. Sanders is looking in. And the payoff, he went around. That's strike 3. Down goes Licari, his 3rd K. And the Rush are down to their final out of the PSCL season. And Blake Nelson is the one with the responsibility of keeping this game going. The Rush need 4 runs, and they can't have an out. Sanders has thrown 39 pitches, 21 of them strikes, and he's gotten 2 outs in this inning. And the first pitch is a swinging strike on Nelson. Sanders looking to shut the door here. And here comes the pitch. Oh, it hit him in the back. And the season is still alive. Nelson takes his base. And Marcus Burton will hit. Burton's 0 for 2. He walked early and then Cade looking and grounded into a fielder's choice at 3rd. It was a big plate appearance, that one, and didn't quite come through for the Rush. Now he's got to come through or the season ends. Sanders looks in, the 2-out pitch. That's in there, called strike over the outer 3rd. Nelson taking his lead off of 1st. Burton, the hitter. The righty-righty matchup, and the pitch is away and had to be blocked by Spindler. He did a good job of doing so. 1-1, 2 outs, runner on 1st. Sanders pitching. Burton hitting. Nelson is the runner, and that pitch is low ball 2. 2-1 now. Here in the bottom of the 7th. 5-1 Bootleggers. The Rush need to keep this game alive. Burton's at the dish. Sanders looking in. His 2-1 is on the ground to 3rd. Coming on McRae. Throwing to 1st. And it is tag applied. And the Bootleggers are moving on. Survive and advance. 5-1 victory today. Ryan Silvers pitched miraculously. Jackson Gifford had a 3-run double, and this ball game ends, and the Rush season ends. Thank you so much for joining us for PSCL Baseball today in the postseason. I am Sam Fetterman, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more playoff action here at Palm Springs Stadium.